In this tutorial, we will be exploring how to use RxJS to handle asynchronous data in Angular applications. RxJS is a library for reactive programming in JavaScript, and it provides a powerful set of tools for handling asynchronous data streams. With RxJS, you can create observables that emit values over time and use operators to transform and manipulate those values. One of the most common use case for RxJS is for handling HTTP requests. Then another use case is handling user inputs in form, then managing state and more. In this tutorial, I will try to explain some most common use operators like tab, map, merge map, switch map, forkJoin and more. By the end of this tutorial, you should have a solid understanding of how to use RxJS to handle asynchronous data. Thank you for watching, and let's get started. I'm going to start with tab operator. The tab operator is a side effect operator that allows you to perform some action or manipulate data. It's often used for debugging and logging purposes. So I already created a function getUsers which will make an HTTP request. So now I'm going to constructor and call this function. Then subscribe and console log response. Let's check if everything is working. Yes, here is a response. So we can create a same behavior using tab operator. So let's delete this, and inside, if you would like to use some operator, you need to use pipe, and inside this pipe you can declare which operator you would like to use. Tab. You need to import from RxJS, then response and console log response. Now everything is prepared, and what we need to do is just subscribe to this function. And here it is, same result as before. You can call here some function or assign data to this local variable. Let's see. And console log this list of users. So let's move to another operator, which is map. Firstly, let's check the response. It's some array of some objects. Every object has property like address, company, email, etc. And in our front-end application, our components, instead of name, use full name, or instead of phone, we use phone number. What we can do, we can tell backend developers, hey, change property, and it's instead of name use full name, instead of phone use phone number. But it's a long process and probably they are not going to change it. So instead of that approach, we can use map and somehow transform those data in expected data. So how to do it? I'm going to delete this and use map, use arrow function, and now I need to iterate over every object in this array and just return full name and phone number. So first we iterate over those array, and here return, let's check which property, okay, phone number, phone, and then full name, and full name will be equal of name. So okay, you are not able to see nothing in console because I deleted tab. So now what I can do, just comma here and use tab again. Updated data. And here we are. We have just full name and phone number. And also we can check data before. So this was an easy example how to use map. So basically what you need to remember is that you will use map when you need somehow transform data from backend. Next, I'm going to speak about forkJoin operator. ForkJoin is really useful when you need to wait for several observables to complete and then process all their results together. And inside this array we will put observables, get users, and get post, and then we can just subscribe and console result. Let's observe the data. So under item 0 we have users, and under index 1 we have array of posts. We can assign users to this local variable. results, and under index 0 we had users. We can console log. Yeah, everything is right. There is also another approach how we can extract this data. We can use array and here define users, posts, and instead of results under index 0 you can use users. Yeah, as before, everything is fine. So this was forkJoin.